Hey, this is 56J Walker for real. Today I have an important topic to talk about. I find it important because it just makes me think, and I need to let y'all think now. Okay, now there's a news story about Felicia Garcia had sex with 4 football players same night, and then they picked on her. And then she committed suicide by getting run over by a train. People are bringing it up, making so much of. Basically, they're making a big deal about it, and they're doing exactly what they did with Amanda Todd. Now, how can I ask you all something? Why do people like Amanda Todd and Felicia Garcia, who are pretty much sluts, I'm sorry to say that, but they are. Because, I mean, like, if you have sex with 4 people on the same night, then you aren't right. Something's wrong with you. Now, maybe Felicia was a little messed up because she was she was in a foster family or something like that, but that doesn't give her any right to do what she did. She should have had common sense. Um, Basically, what I'm trying to say is, what is wrong with society? What is wrong? I mean, people nowadays, if a girl who has sex with all these guys dies, people will cry about them, and they'll make big stories about them, and yada yada. But there's people who commit suicide for other things. There's people who commit suicide because people pick on them for being gay, and I mean, and it just amazes me. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, unless you're going to make a big deal about every person that commits suicide, don't do it, okay? Because there's families of people who have committed suicide, but they're the people who who commit suicide in their family, they don't get big news like they do, like Felicia and Amanda did. I mean, so, and then another thing that's messed up with society. You got the parents, okay? About, I'm gonna say about 60 or 70% of parents nowadays really don't care what happens to their kid unless they might get in trouble if they're caught. That's the only way they really care. And even then, they don't care that much. In high school, about 90% of the people you are in high school with will either smoke, do drugs, drink alcohol, or have premarital sex. And that's not entirely their fault. It's the people around them fault, and it's their parents' fault. They're falling to peer pressure. Peer pressure is what's getting kids these days. It's why kids are 15 and pregnant. It's why kids are drunk driving now, and then and people wonder why, but nobody really tries to do anything. Schools will have these red ribbon weeks and all that to try to help stop it, but they don't do anything. They don't All they do is do these stupid events for a week that really doesn't do anything. I mean, it shows what happens. My school, the entire week we saw one day we saw a video. It was about, I forgot which school it was, but it was this kid who was drunk driving, and he had friends with him, and all of his friends died, and no, it was 2 of his friends. Yeah, that was 2 of his friends. one didn't die till she was at the hospital. One died at the scene, and then someone else's son died too. Now, the parents, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I'm acting like it's all your fault, because really, some of it isn't your fault. Okay? In some ways, I do blame the schools too. The schools really don't do anything to stop it, but in the video, the kid got convicted for DUI and something manslaughter, and it was just sad to see the families of the people who died, and if that ever happened to me, I don't know what I'd do. If I ever found out my sister died from a drunk driving accident, I might die too. I care about her. I really do. So, people want, basically what I'm trying to say is, society needs to stop doing what it's doing and needs to get better. Otherwise, by the time the next generation comes in, they're going to be worse than us. There's going to be kids getting pregnant at 10 years old or younger, or kids doing drugs at 5 years old. I don't think people want that. I know, personally, I don't think about that stuff. Honestly, I don't. You can call me gay if you want. I don't care, because I don't think about that stuff. I really don't. I think people that have premarital sex, they're either falling to peer pressure or they just need help. You don't need to have sex while you're in high school. There's no point to it. There is absolutely no point. That's about all I gotta say about that. That's about it. So see you guys. Peace.